Winter trail building is as much about the big jobs as it is the small ones. What we're going to have a look at today is just getting out there, just keeping the trail trim, a few little jobs that we can do just to make sure the trail itself is looked after. We've been through quite a dry autumn, but the trails are still taking a bit of a pounding. Obviously the leaves have come down, we've had a few gales, so a few branches have come down as well. So it's just about taking a stroll down and just clearing the trail back. Now the leaves have dropped, it's a good time to get out and just make sure everything's looking neat and tidy, ready for the winter ahead. Quite a quick job this one, just scraped all the leaves off the track. What we're looking to do is reopen it so that instead of the riders being pushed out to the edge of the trail by the leaves, the whole tread here is reopened and the water can run across the track without dragging any more leaves onto it. Opening this up also increases the eye line so riders can see through, and although we've exposed a few roots at the top here, the actual run into those is pretty open and they've also got good traction. At this time of year when the leaves are down, they're beginning to degrade. That releases a little bit of oil that helps the leaf to degrade, and that can also make the track quite slippery. So just clearing them back makes it look better, ride better, and ultimately ride faster as well, so everyone gets that speed in the winter that they're looking for. So this is one of the steepest sections of the track. A lot of water's running into this section, down the trail itself, and also in off this steep inslope. What we're going to look at here is again just a very quick job, clearing back, scraping out this little dip here which will re-establish this jump into the corner and just make the track look a lot better, ride a lot better, and again set it up for the winter so that we know it can get through those harsher months. And obviously if we have a wet spring, any water washing stuff down into here will hopefully wash it across the trail because the debris won't be here to catch it. So another job that doesn't take too long, just scraping back all the leaf mulch, all the dead leaves that have fallen down onto the trail here, pushing them over the edge. What I've also done is just clear out this little grade dip here just to drain the water that's running down the trail and running across the trail off down over the hill. One of the perils with steep slided trails like this is that the muck and dirt is always being pushed down the hill by water and gravity. So as hard as I work here, I know I'm going to be back here in a few months' time doing the job again. What I am going to do though is I'm going to bring the rest of this down out of the way. I'm going to build a little bit of a gully up here just to guide the water across the hill rather than it channeling straight down into here, in the hope that that just buys me a little bit more time between the maintenance we've done today and the maintenance I have to come back and do next time. So this time of year all the leaves have come down, and as you've seen we've had to clear quite a few off the track so far. What we're looking at here with this corner is all the leaves have gathered on the inside of the track. What we can do here when we're looking at that quick bit of maintenance is obviously clear the leaves away, but also just scrape out the mud that's on the inside of the corner. What that does is when it gets damp, the leaves flow across the trail, stick to it, and then leaves get wet, they stick to more leaves, and eventually we have this problem. You can tell it's doing that because the outside of the trail where the water isn't sitting is dry and leaf free. Again, that's distracting the riders as they come down, it's pushing them over. So what we're going to do is clear out the inside of this corner and get it so the eye line's back, the vision through the track's all good, and we can get the corner running sweet again, ready for the riders to come down. So this time of year, some might argue it's a thankless task clearing the leaves off from the trail, but what we've been able to do is open up the tread again, so the track's nice and wide. Again, coming into this corner, you can have plenty of speed through here, and at this time of year, just getting a little bit of speed on is what it's all about, and feeling safe on the trail. One of the biggest considerations for us was just where we were going to push the leaf matter. Obviously it's going to blow around, it's going to move about, but what we didn't want to do is push it from here down onto the trail. And when working on steep trails, particularly switchback trails, it's really important that you think about where you're pushing the material clearing off the track so you don't end up chasing it down the hill. But as you can see, the trail is nice and open and ready to roll.